Well, hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Silvertacular, is here to do a little show and tell, right? This is actually a box of things that I've been putting together, and I didn't know really what I was doing with this box until recently. I've just kind of discovered, hey, these are not for sale. These are things that I really enjoy. And I'll give you a little peek right now. We're going to go through the whole box just for fun, and that way I can actually organize a little bit better. And I can tell you kind of why I've chosen these things is things that I really just want to keep right now. I sell some things from time to time, for sure, some extra things that I have, or some cool collectibles that I'm over, and it's right time to get into new collectibles. So this box right here is not for sale. I do sell some things over on Whatnot. I'll have a link in the description, the first link right there for Whatnot, if you ever want to come by and see me on there. And if you're new to Whatnot, you've never actually used it before, and you use that first link, you can get $15 off anywheres on the whole app, anywhere. So if you are a first-time purchaser, first time using that link, get $15 off that app anywhere for the first time. That's a great, amazing deal. You can end up getting silver for under spot, all kinds of collectible coins for cheaper than normally you'd be able to buy them using that coupon code. And then come see me because I have some stuff that I do sell on there. These are not going to be them, though. Let me go through this box right here because this is going to be a lot of fun, I think. First of all, to reminisce about some of the pieces, and then to organize this box better because it's kind of a mess. This is the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This came out from Provident Metals, this set right here. And you can see the Horse of Conquest, War, Famine, and Death. And horsemen, I should say, of Conquest, War, Famine, and Death. Obviously, kind of a part from the Bible there, right, where the seals were opened, and then the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse came pouring out and basically, did destruction onto the world. So this is a kickback to that, and I think it's really cool. This acrylic right here was actually made by a member of the community, Okie Stacker. So this was specially designed for this particular set. Probably never going to see that acrylic again. Some of these pieces have spots on them and stuff, but whatever, man. I just love that series so much. I think it's so iconic. I don't really want to sell something like that. And it's funny that I put this box together just because it was cooler looking pieces that I liked. And then I started realizing, man, I'm not going to sell these. These are like, this is my I do not want to sell box, my deep stack box. There's other pieces that are not in this box that I don't want to sell too, but this just happened to be a box full of it all in one place. This is one of the pieces that I fell in love with when I first started stacking, the Tombstone silver nuggets from Scottdale. And they were so beautiful. I love that hammered look they have on them, and just so stinking cool. Each one like kind of a little different, and I love the edges of them. And they have a kilo size. That kilo size was kind of out of my budget. I didn't want to really mess with that, but this size was like, okay, I can try to afford that right there. I think they also had a 10 ounce too, which I didn't like the 10 ounce as much because of just kind of like almost kind of how skinny it was in comparison to the 5 ounce. The 5 ounce like truly seemed like a nugget. So yeah, I bought that early on, and I was like, I just got to have it, It was one of those moments where I found out that, sometimes you gotta stack and you gotta collect too. You gotta do a little bit of both if you enjoy this hobby enough. Where do I go from here? Yeah, I don't know. I've got this cool Johnson Matthey bar. I like to keep Johnson Matthey bars when I find them, but I do sell them once in a while here and there if I have extras. Because, I mean, how many of everything are you going to keep, right? And sometimes you can sell some extras, make a little bit of a profit, and then you can end up turning that into more of your collection. And so I've, just been able to do that a little bit over on, Whatnot. And you can do that too. You can be a seller on there. It doesn't take what somebody said, hey, you're famous on YouTube, that's why you're able to do it. No, you can anybody at all can go sell on Whatnot. It's real simple, and I think they actually give you $150 towards your first show if you do it within a certain amount of days. As long as you make $150, I think they match you on that. So it's a real big benefit. So this was pretty cool. This was made by Johnson Matthey, and this is for the Republic National Bank of New York, and it's numbered 99, so under 100 right there. These are really cool. I love these old bars like that. What else we got? Old Silvertown Bar. So this is nice. I love the finish on this old Silvertown Bar. Just really nice. And it's cool too to see these old bars from Silvertown, and then me using Silvertown to make silver bars for me these days. And you know which one I'm talking about. I'll show you real quick, which is another that I'm not going to sell, which is not in that box. As an example, they don't have to all be in this box. But here's a bar that was actually minted by Silvertown through my ideas, and bada bing. So it's cool to see it all come around full circle, I guess. And let me get that back in there before I lose it. Okay. Here's a really cool rarities bar. These are kind of special out in the hobby. You know, people love to collect these, and I do too. I think they're just so cool. Again, these old like vintage bars, just fun. Fun. One of my favorite things to stack and collect when I can find them. What else? Engelhard, of course. Everybody loves Engelhards. And these old poured bars right there that are just so neat, you know. Those are fun. And what else do I got? I like to keep this kind of stuff too. So these are just like, you know, like small fractional silver. And fractional stuff, I like to keep it just because I think it's like some of the better silver you can possibly collect. And so that's why I'm a big fan of junk silver. Two, of course, that's not junk, that's 3/9 fine, a little different. Here's another example. These should all be 10-ounce pieces. This is a roll of 10-ounce, just little bullion pieces. Nothing too special except for that, you know, they truly are because they're small fractional pieces. There's a hair in there. Let me get rid of that. Gross. What is this? Little Geiger piece. A little 100-gram. Geiger makes such great looking bars. Just man, what can I say other than they're great? You know, they're awesome looking every single time. And so I found that little 100-grammer and had to keep it. What is this? Oh, hey, look at this. So Swiss of America, these little Rolos are really fun. Love these so much. And while I'm here talking about this, I actually want to add another one. So I bought this on Whatnot, this little Swiss of America Rolo as well. And I didn't know they made so many different types. So here's one, as you can see, it says the Golden West. So how fun is that, right? Just different things. So I'm gonna need some kind of tube that can fit these. Maybe a quarter tube will fit these. Let's see. Quarter tube does. Very snug though, I will say. So maybe don't use the quarter tube because I'm gonna have a heck of a time getting them out of there. And that one is 100% stuck. Let me see. Please get out of there. All right, that's going to be a show for a different time, trying to unsnug that. Don't use quarter tubes for the Rolos, just so you know. See, now we know. It's education right there. What is this? We got the Emirates Gold, silver 5-ounce. Again, just like a little nice poured little press bar. I like these a lot. That was fun. That's one of my newer pickups, I think, too. Another Silvertown bar. Again, love the finish on these. I wish you could feel that. Thing is so cool. Let me get the light on this thing better. There we go. Yeah, these are nice. And they start toning up real good too. You can see like almost like that golden toning that's kind of happening deep in the crevices of these bars. So those are fun. What do we got here? Oh, look at this. Nice little 8 reals, 1793 there. Huh? I love these old coins. And I threw this in there. Again, there's no rhyme to reason. It's just like stuff that I was like, you know what? Don't want to sell it. Don't want to sell it. Spider-Man. I remember when these first came out, and you know, they were collectible right away for sure. They were cool because they were going to be a series, and Spider-Man's a cool, you know, hero. The artwork on this thing was amazing. This side right here, you know, think of whatever you want to think of it. 2017 it came out. 4/9's fine. Had all the bells and whistles, right, for a cool coin. And then, man, this thing right here shot up in price. A lot of times they were selling for $100 each. I was lucky to find it for $20. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it. Remember when you can buy an ounce of silver for 20 bucks? Remember? Hey, maybe it'll come back around again. Who knows? Here's a couple Scottdale bars. Scottdale stuff I try to keep whenever I find it. I like it. Big fan of their work for the most part when it comes to just like the lion stuff. The other stuff, it's hit or miss for me. You know, sometimes another 5-ounce Silvertown. Love that stuff. What is this? This looks like I'm not gonna say it. It's Scottdale, right? Yep. Oh, upside down Scottdale. Yeah. Beautiful. Love that stuff. This is a thick one too. Look how thick. Nice and thick. 10 ounces. Who would have known, huh? So you got a little tiny 100 grams over here, and then a 10-ounce beast right there next to it. So that stuff's cool. I hope that doesn't land on my feet while I'm doing this video. Here's a cool piece. So this is a Cuban 1915, and this is kind of comparable to our Morgan or Peace dollars. And this is neat because A lot of places won't let you sell these, like, you know, auction houses, just because they're scared to death. I think that legally you're allowed to, although there is a trade embargo. I believe that kind of the stuff that, you know, by a certain, or previous to a certain year, you're allowed to sell it, I believe. You know, check me out in the comments, let me know exactly, but I think that a lot of auction houses just say, hey, we're not selling them just to make it easy on us. Here's a cool Monarch Precious Metals bar. Early on in my video making, I was buying these and just talking about how cool they were, along with the Atlantis Mint too, if you remember those pieces. Those were fun. Nice Engelhard bar. A little different from that last one, right? So this one right here has more of an indentation. And you know, Engelhard went through so many different variations of different bars that they had, and they actually made stuff for certain companies that were trying to just, like, you know, have a silver product, and Engelhard did it for them. So that's cool stuff. And they actually have a website too, where some people put together like a list of all the different Engelhard bars that they know about, trying to just categorize and try to, you know, make note of everything out there that they have. So check that out. I'm sure a quick Google will help find that for you. 5 ounce Germania Mint. So really cool mint too is Germania Mint. They put out some fantastic stuff. There's actually a piece I have on my shelf right here from them. And again, I'm not going to sell this. This is a shelf piece. It doesn't fit in the box so well. But this is from the Germania Men. This is Knights of the Past. So one of the Knights of Malta, I believe. And super cool pieces from them. And this whole box art right there is just, it's fun. It's fun. I think I bought that for like around 50 bucks at the time. It's not the cheapest stuff in the world, but sometimes I got to have stuff that interests my eyeballs. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Another Engelhard bar. Try to keep these when I can. And just each one, like little snowflakes, huh? So different. And what is this? Geiger? Yeah, Geiger. 250 grams. They like the grams, those Geigers, man. They do some gram stuff over there. I think they even have like 1,000-gram bar, don't they? Some weird, odd, you know, numbered gram bar. It's something big, too. These are cool. So these 10 troy ounce Liberty bars, fantastic. The little micro lines all in these are fun. I'm running out of space already. I don't know how I'm going to do this whole box. What is in here? Oh, Scottdale Stackers. So I love the Scottdale Stackers. Whenever I can find those out and about, I try to collect those. So I got a few tubes of those. So there's a tube of I think those are the 2 ounces. Let me double check real quick for you. Yeah, those are the 2 ounce Scottdale Stackers. Let's see. These are some that I found from a coin shop, actually. And there you go. Nice piece. I actually toned this myself, I believe. I don't think I found it like that. I think I did that toning on purpose. So again, more 2 ounce pieces. And it's a big box, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big video. I'm sorry. If you're coin roll hunting, just, you know, be patient with me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get through it. 100 grams, and I believe they also make 5 ounces. I don't know who put the electrical tape on those tubes. That was not me that did that, but whatever, I just kept it there. Who cares? And let's see. The ones that have these black little foams are ones that I actually personally bought from Scottdale. So these should be the big boys. No, 100 grams. I thought they made 500 or 5 ounces too. I could be mistaken. But also, you know, since we're talking about me putting stuff into this box, I have more right here that I recently got from a coin shop, and I wanna put those in there. So yeah, those are 5 ounce, right? Yeah. Yeah, 5 troy ounce. So the one in the bottom is 5 troy ounce. I thought that there was, so they might be in there. They all stack together no matter what size they are, which is kind of fun. All right, let's keep going. We got a 10 ounce Ital Prinzisi. I don't know, but I just like the different bars out there that are 10 ounce. To me, 10 ounce is like the perfect size for just a cool bar to collect. Nice 10 ounce Johnson Matthey. That thing's toning up pretty. Those are cool. Doesn't quite break the bank, the 10 ounce bars. It's kind of expensive, but you can get them when you're out sometimes, and that's why I like them. They're nice price. They feel good in the hand. Don't quite break the bank most of the time. Sometimes they can. Nice Wall Street silver, Wall Street mint bar. Speaking of Wall Street silver, Apparently there was some drama when these came out, and I've showed this off before. This will be added to this box. So I wasn't gonna, I thought about selling this thing, but I was like, you know what? It's just too cool to sell. So Wall Street Silver had commissioned for the Deplorables Mint to make these for them. And then there was some scandalous activity where I guess the Deplorables Mint wasn't shipping on time. People were getting upset. It took too long, whatever the case may be. Some people claim they never got their bars from them. Whatever, I got my bar immediately because I found it later in a coin shop. So these are pretty cool, though. They did a good job on the whole package, huh? I mean, you got to take the bar out with a little ribbon right there. It pops out. These nice poured press bars are fun. They have a leather COA. I mean, all the bells and whistles are there. So whoever made these, I mean, you got to do something else for the community because this was such a great overall, product, and the packaging was fun. I would be the guy that would be like, listen, I understand it's going to take a while for those. I'd be a little bit more understanding than everybody else seemed to be on those. As long as you were eventually shipping out your products, you can't just not ship out stuff and steal money. Can't be that person. Hopefully that's not the case. Here's an Engelhard 10 ounce. This is a nice, just classic bar, just pressed. But it's such a good look, right? For an Engelhard. Thing's awesome. Looks like another one of those. Looks very much, maybe some differences here. Looks like the serial number, no, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's just one has a different kind of toning to it. But I believe it's the same. Looks very similar font and everything. Trying to look it over. It's tough. It's tough. It might be slightly different. It might be the same. It might just be the toning throwing me off. Either way, cool. Love to have them. Let's put those to the side real quick. What else do we got here? This was fun. This was a whole series. This was the Destiny series. So these are all 2 ounce pieces. I believe they started doing a different size of these. I think they ended up doing them in 1 ounce. I'm not sure if it was popular or not. The 2 ounce, they've been around for a while. And I've been promoting these on the channel for a long time. But this is I think this was like the first one in the series. This was the Raven, I believe. I could be wrong on the numbers within the series, but I got a few of those in here. We'll go through those, I'm sure. And this was a 5 ounce Mexican Libertad, nice antiqued. And I love these bigger Libertads. Those are fun. Starting to have a room issue over here. Here's a piece I'm going to add to the pile. This 3 ounce ARGOR SA Shiaso. I don't even know how to say that. Shiaso? I don't know. SAA it says. And it's 3 troy ounces, which is such a weird number to me. These are not incredibly rare or anything like that. You can get these pretty easily. But I thought, you know what? That's fun. That's cool. Here is a big one. This is a kilo Mexican Libertad. A kilo, 2012. A big gal. I think I got this for $1,000 when I bought it. Something like that. It was an expensive purchase for sure. But it's a big one. Big one. I broke the case, so luckily it was in the case. But this fell one time and it barely fell any kind of distance, and boom, that case cracked. But at least it saved the coin itself from cracking. Which it probably wouldn't crack. It's just, it might take a little dink out of it. This is cool. So this is actually from Bunker Bullion, and this is something he did on a live show. And I believe this was at some kind of event that he was at. Las Vegas. Las Vegas in 2022. This is the 1 of 1. And so I think both pieces actually go with it, because this is 0.777 ounce. And this is 7.77 ounces. So lucky sevens, obviously. But yeah, this was, what does it say right here? North View Products. So they stamped that right there. We got a few stamps on this thing. We can see right there. So a few, like a little collaboration piece. But Bunker Bullion, known, for doing some of the shiniest silver out there in the community for sure. And this little iconic piece that goes together, I thought that was fun. So a little 1 of 1s. I forget what's in here. We can do the field test. It's definitely a small bar. Definitely a small bar. Let's see what this is. Oh, another Bunker Bullion piece. There you go. Just happened to be there. So this is Stacking NYC. So Stacking NYC probably asked him to make a few bars or whatever, and they did a little collaboration. And this is that piece right there. So 2 troy ounce. This is 1 of 2, so this is the number 1 bar of 2 pieces. So this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I forgot about that. This is the fun of collecting a bunch of stuff, is sometimes you forget about it, and then you can reminisce and, oh yeah, I forgot about that piece. These are amazing. If you find these out in the hobby, make sure you grab them. These are the 2-ounce Privateer series, and this is a series of 7, I believe, and this is number, 3 or 4 in the series. This is the Captain, and these are ultra high relief, beautiful pieces from the Elemental Mint, who doesn't make these anymore. They had kind of hinted about coming back and making some more of those, but I believe that they are not doing that anymore. So here's another Engelhard 10 ounce. Just feels so good in the hand. Where can I put that? I'm really running out of room here on the table. What is this? Some, random grams. I don't like to really sell these right here because people overpay for the grams. I rather just keep them. That way I'm not like overcharging, because people will pay, $3 to $7 sometimes for a gram, and then you end up paying $70 for an ounce of silver. I just don't see that to be a good idea. If you can get this stuff for, close to spot, grab this stuff all day. This is some of the better stuff you can collect. One downfall to this stuff is it is hard to verify that it is legit. And so if you're buying stuff from sources that are not reputable and you don't have a method of testing yourself, it's going to sometimes burn you on this kind of stuff, because Sigma, for instance, won't pick this up. It's way too thin. Even the small wands are not going to pick that stuff up. Too thin. Okay, boom. We talked about the Atlantis Mint. Here's a nice 1-ounce piece from them. Looks like that's starting to tone too. So I don't mind that at all. I like it when it tones. Let's see. Here is another from the 2-ounce Privateer series. This is the White Whale. I believe this is probably the rarest one of the set. So you find this, it's going to be expensive likely. So very expensive piece, probably well over $100 for that piece. This is the coolest toned silver eagle I've ever seen. And I actually picked it up from a bucket of just like random 1-ounce rounds like that. So here's a 1991 American Silver Eagle. And I swear it toned in the shape and colors of an American eagle. American flag. What am I talking about? American flag. It just looks that way. It even reminds me of the colors. It looks like it's red, white, and blue to me. Just amazing. And the reverse, which is unusual for both sides to get the same toning, has it as well. So I don't know if it was done purposefully. I believe that the grading companies would say it was. I didn't do any of that toning myself. It just happened that way, and I'm going to leave it that way. And hopefully it stays that way, because that just looks so cool. Let's see. Here's another of the 2-ounce Privateer. This is the first in the series. This is the Storm. And this is what made the headwinds for the rest of the series, in my opinion. This was one of my early videos that I made talking about how cool this stuff was. There you go, a better view of it. Let's see, so I got 3 of those so far. Another Bunker Bullion piece, and this is the 2-ounce version of his Washington praying right there. So I recently had a video, well, I did a video with him about these 2-ounce pieces when they came out. And then I recently did a video with him kind of talking about the 1-ounce pieces, the 1-ounce versions that he had put out. So Intaglio Mint did this for him. Intaglio Mint, big time, awesome mint. They do some great work. What do we got here? You're still tuned in? Are you still watching? That's crazy. I can't believe you're still watching this thing. Monarch Precious Metals 2-ounce bars. Those are fun. We're getting towards the end, I think. What is this? Is it Balboa? Yes, it is. So we got a nice Balboa. I love Balboa. This is probably one of my top 10 favorite coins to collect for sure. So 90% silver, comparable to our, silver Morgan dollars, peace dollars. Very cool pieces, and they got all different kind of sizes too. So this is the Kraken 2-ounce Privateer series. Number 2 or 3 in the series. I think it was number 3. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. It's been so long. It's been so long. This was something cool. Just a piece of poured silver, some little Aztec piece from Jaeger poured silver. 100 grams. I was like, you know what? Just keep on to that. I might throw that into the treasure chest with my poured silver. Let's see. What else we got? We got another Atlantis Mint piece. I heard that they were gone, but then they came back. I'm not really sure anymore with the Atlantis Mint. Monarch Precious Metals is still around. What coin is this right here? Nice little Seated Liberty, 1857. I believe I picked this up in a junk bucket, which is probably why I decided to keep it, because, you know, every now and then, looking through junk silver, you can find some real gems. And this is one of those pieces where this is more numismatic than it is junk for sure. This is not just your typical, you know, quarters, dimes, half dollars that are close to spot price. This starts to get beyond that. So you can find seated pieces in junk piles for sure. And if you do, I recommend you keep them and definitely buy them at the very least. This is the 2-ounce Destiny Series, the Shield. This is towards the end, I believe. Or maybe this is the second. I forget, man. I'm not going to try to guess anymore. I'm not going to try to guess anymore. It's in the series. I know that for a fact. Scottsdale Button. These are 5-ounce, I think. Let's see. Does it say on here? 5 troy ounce. Yes, it does. Starting to get some toning to it. That little golden toning. Those are fun. This is the Plank. So we're going to be walking the plank on that one, as you can see. 2-ounce Privateer Series. 2-ounce Destiny Series. This is the Dragon of Death. So that is a cool dragon, right? A little scary, too. The way the eyes look right there, how they did the kind of like the proof spots on the eyeballs. They did a great job. I mean, that mint does good work for sure. This is the limited Mintage Mint Club piece right here from Intaglio Mint. So this was a lot of fun. I think this is the piece that got us in the door, right? So if you had this, was basically like the entrance to the membership. So yeah, right there. It says membership token. So you're probably not going to find too many of these out there, but kind of like a little experiment that the Intaglio Mint did. And I don't know how well it worked for them. I mean, I promoted the heck out of it when it first came because I thought how cool that was to have like almost like a mint club like that. But either way, it was fun for me for the moment. And let's see. Here is Davy Jones's Locker, 2-ounce Privateer Series. Expensive piece. That might actually be close to more expensive than the White Whale. I'm not sure which one is more expensive these days, but so far we're at 6 of those total. And what do we got here? These little 1/2-ounce bars. Is that? I think those are also Atlantis Mint with the 2 skulls. I mean, all they have on there is just the 2 skulls. So, but I think Atlantis Mint did those 1/2-ounce bars. Those are fun. Number 7 of the Privateer Series. This is number 2, I believe, overall in the series. I believe this is the Siren. And you can see her right there, just on a rock, just waiting to lure in those unsuspecting crew members that have been out and, you know, voyaging around the seas and are just tired and they just want to rest with a nice, pretty mermaid. This is a cool coin. Let me show this off. This right here would, PCGS would not holder this, which I was annoyed by. I realized there was graffiti all over it, but I wanted it holdered because I wanted it protected. But I want to show this coin off. Try to get this nice and close because I do believe this is a short snorter. Basically a note, right? But this is not a note, this is a coin that has just been inscribed, right, with people's names. And I believe this is somewhat of a military piece because it says 1945. So you're talking about World War II era. And you have the name Stu, maybe JII, maybe some initials right there. Hard to tell. And then on the reverse of the coin, look all over this thing. Looks like I see Clyde, Pete, Bob. I'm not sure what that is. A W maybe? It says Bill. Something Z, right? Like Binza or something? I don't even know. Dan? Maybe Dan? I don't even know. Maybe that's like a troop of some sort, you know? It says Bobby W. Maybe Jimmy B. I'm trying. T. Jim. J. I don't even know, but like why? Why would all those names be on there? You know what I mean? If it wasn't some historical piece from like a war or something like that. So I don't know, but it's such an interesting piece. And this is why we collect coins, because we start to ask the question of where has that coin been? And this could have been passed around between many people's hands, you know, before even 1945. I mean, obviously, this is a 1923 coin, so before it got to these fellows, who knows? Who knows? So I keep that for sure. That is not for sale. That's just going to be a piece that can go on the ground with me when I die, because I'm so curious about it. Had to have that when I saw that, and I got it for a discount too, which was great. Here is a nice Germania Mint piece, and these are just 1 ounce pieces, I believe, and they put everything and they wrap each bar up. So crazy, so crazy. So there's another 8 real piece right here, 1874. I love these 8 reals. I really don't want to sell them. And I think we're getting to the end here. Let's see. I got a few more pieces over in the corner. 2 more of the Destiny pieces. So you can see it has the red dragon on my left, and it has the blacksmith on my right. You can see that each piece is cool. And they got some high relief to them. Not super ultra high relief, but the relief is nice. And there's a lot of like inscribing done to the armor and some stuff going on in the background. Looks like a ship in the background. There's just so much going on in the imagery of these. So how many more do I got? Oh, one more little ½ ounce right there. Looks like one of those little Atlantis Mint pieces. And I think that's it. I'm feeling around. That looks to be the end. And yeah, so I had a few more pieces that I was going to add to this, and I pretty much showed those off. I would like to get these in there somehow, which is kind of why I wanted to do this video, so I had an excuse to you know, go through this and try to sort it out. But I had these right here. These are all pieces that were made by me, or for, you know, the community by WWII Stacker, these acrylic pieces. And these are the Black Flag series from, I think Atmix did these. So, but these are all number 1 of 15, the actual acrylic piece. So I do have the first ones, but you got, who was this one? You got the Fancy right there. That's the ship name. And then the Royal Fortune, which I just dropped those, but it's okay. The acrylic is strong. You got Queen Anne's Revenge, obviously Blackbeard's flag ship. And you got the Rising Sun, which was William Moody's flagship. And the Red Flag Fleet, which to me was the weakest one out of that series, just because it kind of focused on the female pirate rather than the ship that, you know, she pirated, you know what I mean, or she pirated in. But whatever, you know, whatever. Ship history, I love that stuff, old pirate stuff and shipwrecks and all that stuff. So that's some of my favorite stuff in the hobbies for sure. But anyways, that's my box of stuff that I don't plan on selling. We went through the whole thing. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. If you hung out with me to the end, or if you just fast forwarded the video, either way, congratulations to you for putting up with me. Maybe this box will grow, and I bet you have a box somewhere that probably is a do not sell type of box, and I'd love to know what's in that box. Leave me a comment down below with some of the pieces that you will not sell. Spegtacular is out. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe, and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. You know, when I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.